Hi friends, welcome to codewithsugi YouTube channel.
In the previous video, we have discussed about assignment and arithmetic operators. In this video, we are going to discuss about unary operators. So, to discuss about unary operators, I am going to create a class called unary operators. I am going to select this main method and then I will say finish. Already we have discussed about the unary operators in a theoretical way. So now we are going to discuss about unary operators with some examples. Due to the interest of time, I have prepared a short note about a unary operator which we discussed in the previous video. Okay, in the unary operators, we have plus and then minus and then plus plus and then minus minus and then logical complement. Okay, so all these 5 operators will be in the unary operators. First we will discuss about unary plus and then unary minus and then logical complement operator. The unary plus and unary minus, so these two operators will be used to specify the positive and negative numbers. Okay, say for example, I'm going to take a variable like integer num equal to 1. So normally we will put the unary plus here. The same way I'm going to take another one variable called num1, okay, and I'm going to use the unary minus operator. So let's we print both unary plus and unary minus operator and then we will see the output. And then out we'll say unary minus plus num1. Now I'm going to run this program and let's we see what is the output we are getting. Okay, so this is the output. So normally this unary plus and unary minus will be used to specify positive and negative values respectively. Okay, now we're going to discuss about logical complement operator. Okay, so this is logical complement operator. So this logical complement operator will be used to flip the value. Say for example, if you have a false, then if you put logical operator in front of that false, then it will make that value as true. Let's we see some example so that you can easily understand it. I am having a boolean flag equal to false. Now I am going to print this boolean value without logical complement operator. Okay, I'm going to say flag. The next one I'm going to print like boolean value with logical complement operator. I'm going to specify the logical complement in front of the flag. Then let's we see what is the output which we are getting. Now I'm going to run this program. So when you print the value without logical complement, we are getting false because the flag is initially assigned with false. Fine. But when you use the logical complement operator in front of that flag, the false value is flipped to true. This is the use of logical complement operator. Now we're going to discuss about two important operators. One is plus plus and another one is minus minus, right? So the plus plus we used to say increment operator and the minus minus we used to say decrement operator. Fine. So before we get into this, just I will go here and I will explain you what is mean by increment operator and what is mean by decrement operator. So basically we have two types in increment and decrement operators. So the two types are, one is pre-increment and another one is post-increment. Okay. The same way we have pre-decrement and post-decrement. Okay, whenever we use the increment operator, then it will increase the value by 1. Okay, that is the use of increment operator. Okay, but it will return the value based on the place where we are using. Okay, say for example, if you are taking a pre-increment, then it will return the new value. So the new value means it will return the value after the increment. Whereas the post increment, first it will return the original value, then it will do the increment. Okay, at this point of time, you have some confusion about what is the new value, what is that original value. Okay, fine. So we will get into the example so that you can easily understand what I am mentioning here. Here I'm going to take a variable called result, okay, and I'm going to assign a value 1. Now I'm going to perform pre-increment. Okay. So in the previous video itself we have discussed wherever we are using increment operator, basically it will do like result equal to result plus 1. Okay, this is the operation which gonna happen whenever we use the increment operator. Okay, now we are clear about what is the increment operator and how the value will be incremented. All those things we are very clear, right? Then I'm going to print the value now, pre-increment value. Okay, I'm going to say like plus result. So to demonstrate about post increment, I'm going to take a variable like result1 equal to 1. Now I'm going to perform post increment on the result1. Okay, this is how we will do the post increment, right? Fine. Now let's we print the value whatever we have in the result1. So I'm going to say post increment value plus result1. Now I'm going to run this program. Okay, let's see what is the output we are getting out of this. So after the pre-increment we are getting 2. Okay, the same way whenever we do the post increment also we are getting 2 here. But now we could see some contradiction between the things whatever we have discussed and the value whatever we got as output. What we have discussed earlier, so we have discussed like if we use the pre-increment then we will get the new value. It means we have a value for result is 1, then whenever we use the pre-increment then obviously the new value will be 2. So with respect to the pre-increment we are good. But with respect to the post increment, what we discussed, whenever we do the post increment, first it will return the original value, after that only it will return the incremented value. But when we see the output, the post increment also returning the new value, right? Now I'm going to explain in a detailed way so that you can easily understand where this new value and original value is come into picture. I will put one separator here so that it will be very easy for us to understand. So I will add a separator like this. Here I'm going to say like detail. Now again I'm going to take the same example. Just I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. Now I'm going to change this result to result 2 and this one as result 3. Now what I'm going to do is just I'm going to do the pre-increment in the sysout itself, and for the post increment also I'm going to perform the increment in the sysout itself. Fine. This one pre-increment value, and now I'm going to take another one sysout and I'm going to say after pre-increment. Just I'm going to print result 2 here. The same way I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. I will say after post increment what is the value we are having in result 3. Let's we going to see this now. Okay, now we have a result 2 variable and it has a value 1. In the line number 66 we are just doing the pre-increment in the sysout itself, and after the pre-increment we are just printing the value whatever we have in the result 2. Okay, the same way I'm taking result 3 for post increment. Here also in line number 72 we are just performing the post increment in the sysout itself and then we are printing the result 3. Now I'm going to run this program. Now what is the output we are getting? Under the details we have result 2. Okay, we have performed pre-increment. Okay, what is the value we are getting out of pre-increment? We are getting 2. Okay, so this is new value, right? Okay, fine. So the new value is retained in the variable result 2. Here also we have a new value. Okay, in the post increment here what is the value we are getting? It's saying like 1. Okay, the result 3's original value is 1. Even though we performed post increment here, initially it's giving the original value. When you print that variable one more time, then it's returning the new value. So now if you see the output, see after post increment we are getting 2. So this is what we have discussed earlier. Okay, in case of pre-increment, first it will do the increment and then it will return the value, whereas in case of post increment, first it will give the original value, then it will perform the increment. I think now you got some idea about what is meant by new value and what is meant by original value, right? Always you have to keep in mind, whenever you perform a pre-increment, then that will give you the new value, that will give you the incremented value. Whereas in the post increment, first it will give you the original value, then it will update the incremented value to the variable. The same way I'm going to perform decrement also. Okay, obviously the same scenario will be applied for decrement also. Anyway, I will try to put some example over here so that you can easily understand it. I will take this set of example. Just I will copy this entire value and then I will paste it here. I will say decrement detail. Now I'm going to say this variable as result 4. I'm going to take the value as 2. The same way, here we have to change this to result 4. Here also we have to change the result 4. Here we have to change it to result 5. And the same, here we have to change it to result 5. Here also we have to change it to result 5. And one thing, here we need to specify the decrement operator. So now let's we go and run this program. So before that, we are having result 4 equal to 2. So obviously after the pre-decrement, here we will get the value as 1, right? The same value will be written. Here also I will take 2. So here the original value will be written as 2 and then the new value will be written as 1. So we are expecting the output like 1 1 2 1, right? Here we have to say pre-decrement and here we have to say pre-decrement. Now if you run this program, so whatever we have discussed, right? We have discussed like we should get the output as 1 1 2 1. The same output we are getting here. One thing you have to keep in mind is whenever we do pre-increment or pre-decrement, it will give you the new value. Whereas whenever we do post-increment or post-decrement, first it will give you the original value, then you will get the updated value. Okay, so that's all about unary operators in Java. So if still you guys have any doubts in this unary operators, then please feel free to put your comments in the comment section so that we will try to have a look and we will revert back to you as soon as possible.
Thanks for watching our videos. Please subscribe our channel for more videos like this. Keep supporting us. Thank you.